The event depicted in the original text centers around a critical incident on one of North America's busiest highways, where a collision during a winter storm creates chaos and danger for everyone involved. This situation offers an opportunity to reflect on the broader social impact, not just the immediate technical challenges. Here's a reimagined narrative that emphasizes community perspectives and the social implications of such events, while also injecting creativity and a personal touch. As the sun began its slow descent over Toronto, a city known for its bustling energy and constant motion, an unexpected turn of events tested not only the resilience of those involved, but also the community's ability to come together in the face of adversity. The infamous winter storm had finally arrived, bringing with it not just snow and ice, but also the kind of disruption that makes you realize how interconnected we all are in the dance of daily life. In the midst of this, Sergeant Terrence Reefer found himself at the epicenter of a highway shutdown. A jackknifed tractor-trailer had not only lost control but also spilled diesel across the road, turning the 401 into a treacherous obstacle course. The rush hour that had just begun was now a scene of mounting frustration as drivers, desperate to beat the storm home, were suddenly caught in a gridlock that threatened to spill over into chaos. But what does this scene really tell us about our community? It's a stark reminder of how quickly our sense of normalcy can be shattered and how reliant we are on the unsung heroes who work tirelessly behind the scenes. As the heavy rescue crews struggled to clear the wreckage, the true weight of the situation wasn't just the physical burden of the overturned trailer, but the emotional toll on everyone involved. The anxiety of the drivers, the urgency of the rescue team, and the overarching need to restore safety to a public space that so many take for granted. In the heart of the storm, as snow began to blanket the city, another layer of the social fabric was exposed: the digital age's impact on our collective safety. One driver, engrossed in capturing the chaos on her phone, became a symbol of the dangers that come with distraction. It's a scene that plays out daily, yet in the icy grip of a winter storm, the stakes are higher and the consequences can be dire. Sergeant Reefer's intervention wasn't just about enforcing the law, it was about reminding us all of the responsibility we carry when we get behind the wheel. As the night wore on, the city's emergency services were stretched thin, each call a thread in a much larger tapestry of challenges. The rescue of a tractor-trailer with a shifted load of concrete slabs in Niagara-on-the-Lake was not just about clearing the road. It was about the delicate balance of teamwork, trust, and the ever-present specter of danger. The wind howled, adding another layer of complexity to an already precarious situation. For Todd Stewart, a man stepping into a leadership role, this was more than just another job. It was a personal test of his ability to protect not just property, but lives. These moments, though seemingly isolated, ripple out into the community. They remind us of the fragility of our infrastructure and the incredible resilience of those who maintain it. The heavy crew, faced with shifting winds and treacherous conditions, navigated not just the physical challenges, but also the psychological weight of knowing that a single misstep could have catastrophic consequences. Yet, in the midst of these high-stakes operations, there is also a story of growth, learning, and community. The introduction of new members to the heavy crew, the testing of new equipment, and the quiet pride that comes with a job well done are all threads that weave together the social impact of such events. These are not just stories of survival, but of thriving in the face of adversity, of communities coming together to ensure that everyone makes it home safely. As the storm subsided, leaving behind a landscape marked by the scars of the night's challenges, the focus shifted from immediate survival to the long-term implications. The cleanup, the repairs, and the lessons learned all contribute to a community's ongoing resilience. The drivers who faced the storm, the rescue crews who braved the elements, and the bystanders who watched from a distance all play a part in this larger narrative. This event, like so many others, underscores the importance of community in times of crisis. It's a reminder that while we may be individuals with our own stories and struggles, in moments of adversity, we are all part of something larger. The winter storm may have been the catalyst, but the real story is the one of human connection, of shared responsibility, and of the enduring spirit of those who work to keep us safe, often at great personal risk. As we reflect on this, Let's not just see the heavy rescue operations as isolated incidents, but as part of a broader social fabric that we all contribute to. The next time we find ourselves caught in a storm, literal or metaphorical, may we remember the lessons learned on that snowy night in Toronto and beyond. Let's acknowledge the silent heroes, respect the power of nature, and above all, strive to be more mindful of our role in the community. In the end, the story isn't just about a storm or a rescue. It's about us, how we react, how we support each other, and how we grow stronger together in the face of adversity. As the storm's aftermath continued to unfold, the city's rhythm, once disrupted, began to slowly regain its pace. But for those who had witnessed or participated in the events of that night, the experience would leave an indelible mark. The winter storm, with all its fury and unpredictability, had not only tested the city's infrastructure but also revealed the strengths and weaknesses of the community as a whole. The morning after the storm, the city awoke to a landscape that bore the scars of the previous night's battle. Snowplows and maintenance crews were out in full force, working tirelessly to restore order to the streets. For many, the inconvenience of delayed commutes and detours was just a passing frustration. But for those directly involved in the heavy rescue operations, the night's events were a stark reminder of the delicate balance between safety and danger that exists every day on the roads. Todd Stewart, now reflecting on his first solo mission as head of the Heavy Division, understood more than ever the weight of the responsibility he carried. His successful recovery of the 90,000-pound concrete slabs was not just a technical achievement. It was a personal victory that underscored the importance of experience, quick thinking, and teamwork. The wind had been his adversary, turning a routine job into a nerve-wracking ordeal. Yet, through it all, Todd had maintained his composure, relying on his training and instincts to see the job through. His story is one of growth, of stepping into a new role and finding that, even in the most challenging circumstances, he was capable of rising to the occasion. But Todd's experience also highlights a broader social issue, the often unseen toll that high-stress jobs like his can take on individuals. In the aftermath of such events, it's not just the physical recovery of the vehicles and roads that matters, but also the mental and emotional well-being of those who are on the front lines. Heavy rescue operators, much like first responders, deal with life and death situations regularly, and the psychological impact of these experiences can be profound. As a community, there needs to be a greater focus on supporting these workers, not just in terms of equipment and training, but also in providing mental health resources and fostering a culture that values their well-being. Meanwhile, in another part of the city, Sergeant Reefer's encounter with the distracted driver serves as a poignant example of the challenges law enforcement faces in an increasingly digital world. The incident raises questions about how modern technology, while bringing many benefits, can also pose significant risks when misused. The driver's decision to film the crash scene, rather than focusing on the road, put herself and others in danger, a danger that could have been avoided with more awareness and responsibility. This behavior is a microcosm of a larger societal trend where the allure of capturing and sharing moments can sometimes override basic safety considerations. It speaks to the need for ongoing public education about the risks of distracted driving, especially in a time when smartphones are ubiquitous. Moreover, it challenges us to think about how we, as a society, can strike a balance between embracing new technologies and ensuring that they don't lead to harmful consequences. As the city gradually returned to normal, the events of the storm served as a catalyst for reflection. The heavy rescue operations, the law enforcement actions, and the community's response all offered valuable lessons. They underscored the importance of preparation, the need for effective communication, and the vital role that each individual plays in ensuring public safety. But beyond these immediate lessons, there is a deeper narrative about the resilience of the human spirit and the strength of community bonds. In times of crisis, it's not just the professionals who step up, but also ordinary citizens who, in their own ways, contribute to the recovery efforts. Whether it's by providing assistance at the scene, helping neighbors clear snow, or simply exercising patience and understanding during delays, these small acts of kindness and solidarity add up to create a stronger, more resilient community.